Is this current Mets team that you're broadcasting for right now, is this the best Mets team you've seen since the 2015 team when they went to the World Series?
Oh, I think they're better than the 2015 team. This is a solid team. The best Met team since '86 was that team that didn't go. It was with Delgado. It was it 2006 when they blew the lead, or when the Cardinals beat them, I believe, in
Yep.
the playoffs when Molina hit the home run. That was a very, very good Met team. So to me, I mean, I saw the '69, so I got to believe the '69 Mets, the '86 Mets, that '06, I believe it was that year. I could be wrong, and lost to the Cardinals, and this team, I think, are the four best Mets teams in the 60 years. We'll see how they go here. They're a different team. They don't have power. They have Pete, who Alonso, who is their only real power hitter, but he's just a phenomenal. He's not just a power hitter. They got great defense. They make contact. They have good team speed. They have great defense. The pitching with DeGrom and Scherzer, and everybody overlooks Bassett and Carrasco and Walker. So it's a solid rotation. It's a fun team to watch. They hustle, and they just I just this is one of my favorite Met teams in the 20 years I've been broadcasting.
They're they're so good, and nobody wants to run into DeGrom and Scherzer when it comes to a playoff series. That's for sure. You mentioned
Yeah,
Pete
but
Alonso. Go ahead.
no, it's like Mike Scott and Nolan Ryan. I mean, it's just like one of those kind of rotations where you have a 1-2 punch like that. It's very formidable.
You mentioned Pete Alonso, and he's really the only, other guys have pop, but Pete's the power hitter of the lineup. How cool was it to see Pete Alonso on Keith Hernandez Day, the day your numbers retired? How cool was it to see him honor you the way he did? Did you give him some crap for his mustache not being near as nice as yours was?
I didn't even. It was kind of. I hardly knew he had one. It kind of blended. It blended in. It wasn't a real powerful mustache, and I wasn't. At first, I didn't recognize it, but it was. Pete and I get along great. He's a real good kid and young man, I should say, and he works hard at what he does. And boy, oh boy, he is just a really, really. I think probably the most dangerous hitter uh, along with Judge in Major League Baseball today.
You might not have been able to see it, nor could anybody else, but maybe that mustache is what brought him that home run for you on Keith Hernandez Day.
Right, he did hit the home run that day too, and it was a remarkable because the Mets they won on. I mean, I think they were playing Miami, and Miami just played horrible defense in the ninth inning, gave the game away, made two errors, and it was a throwing error by the pitcher that was a walk-off throwing error.
Mm-hmm.
So the last time the Mets had won a game with a walk-off error was Game 6 in the 1986 World Series, the Buckner game. So there has to be a God up there that just, on my day, they win like we won in Game 6. It was just incredible.
That is remarkable. I had no idea. That's a fun fact right there. So this team, I can't talk enough about this team. I've been talking about them all year long because it's just a really good baseball team. And now DeGrom is back. And DeGrom, when healthy, is, in my opinion, the best pitcher on planet Earth. And that's pretty high praise. But I want to hear from your perspective. When Jacob DeGrom is healthy, how does he rank amongst the best of all time?
Well, he would be in any generation. He would be the Dizzy Dean. He would be the Sandy Koufax. He would be the Tom Seaver, the Walter Perry Johnson, Bob Feller. That's what he would be. He has extraordinary command of his slider. He's got a great slider, great tight slider. I can tell from the center field camera if someone's got extraordinary stuff or if someone is throwing really hard. And DeGrom has a great fastball, has the great slider, very tight and late breaking, good velocity, and he has a really good changeup too, which sinks. And so he's got three quality pitches, and he can throw any time in the count, any situation. And that's what it takes to be a great pitcher. Tom Seaver was that way, that kind of command with power stuff. He's a power pitcher with command. He knows what he's doing. He's very intelligent. So, and the Scherzer's the same way. And but they're both. Scherzer's going to the Hall of Fame for sure. And you know what? If DeGrom can pitch 5 more years, stay healthy, the pitch the way he's pitching, he's going in the Hall of Fame.
Is it a coincidence that when Jacob deGrom came back, the rest of the rotation has completely elevated their game as well?
I would have to agree. I think it was a shot in the arm, not only for the pitching staff and the rotation, but also for the offense. It's a shot in the arm to get a guy like that. I played in those '80s teams when we had great starting rotation. We knew that when Dwight Gooden was out on the mound, we didn't have to. We scored 2 runs, we're going to win 3 runs for sure. It's nice to have that feeling from an offensive standpoint when you go out there and you feel like we're going to win today. And it takes a very special pitcher when you play behind that pitcher. It takes a very special pitcher to make the offense feel that way, and that's that you're invincible that day, and he does. He brings that.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.